Sex is a man's best friend. Unusual, everyone who has a dog calls him Rover or Rex or Boy or something like that. I decided to be different. I call mine Sex. Well, Sex is a very embarrassing name. One day I took Sex for a walk and he ran away from me. I spent hours looking for that dog. A cop came along and asked what I was doing in the alley at 4 a.m. in the morning. I told him I was looking for Sex. My case comes up next Thursday. One day I went to the City Hall to look for a licence for Sex. The clerk asked me what I wanted. I told him I wanted a licence for Sex. He said, I would like one of them too. Then I said, but this is a dog. He said he didn't care what she looked like. I said, you don't understand. I had sex since I was 2 years old. He said, you must have been a strong little boy. When I decided to get married, I told the minister I wanted Sex at the wedding. He told me to wait until after the wedding. I said, but Sex had played a big part in my life and my whole lifestyle revolved around Sex. He said he did not want to hear about it and he would not marry us in church. I told everyone coming to the wedding, would you have Sex there? The next week we were married by a justice of the peace because my whole family were barred from the church. When I checked into the hotel, I told the clerk I wanted a room for the wife and I wanted a special room for Sex. The clerk told me every room in the hotel was for Sex. Then I said, but you don't understand. Sex keeps me awake at night. The clerk said, me too. One day I told a friend I had Sex on TV. He said, show off. I told him it was a contest and he said I should have sold tickets. When my wife and I separated, we went to the court for custody of the dog. I said, Your Honour, I have Sex before I was married. The judge said to me, too. Now I've been thrown in jail, been married, divorced, and had more damn trouble with that dog than I ever bargained for. The other day I went for my first session with a psychiatrist. She asked me what my problem was. I answered, Sex had died and left my life in a lonely life losing a best friend. The doctor said, look, mister, you and I both know that Sex is not a man's best friend, so go and get yourself a dog.